Hi everyone! I started this video with something pretty fun and useful that you can do with your berry bushes. If you have an enclosed area in the middle of your berry bushes, you can place a food item that attracts gobblers inside the enclosed area before you start picking the berries. You can start picking the berries in the morning. This works so well now because of the increased chance of gobblers spawning with the Year of the Gobbler update. Now that I'm done gathering the berries, it's time to massacre the gobblers for turkey meat. I don't lose any berries to the gobblers this way, and I get a lot of meat in the process. I have to be careful not to use the Control F command when I attack the gobblers so I don't accidentally attack the fences. I start the berry picking in the morning because the gobblers will return to the berry bushes at dusk, and I want to make sure that I have enough time to finish off all the gobblers before they start returning to the berry bushes. When I learned that the Gobbler Shrine attracted the Gobblers, I built the shrine inside the enclosed area so that I wouldn't even need to place a food item in there to achieve the same effect. But the Gobbler Shrine doesn't work like a food item that attracts the Gobblers. If there was no food item inside the fences, the Gobblers would still be trying to get to the shrine. But as soon as I attack one of them, all of the nearby Gobblers will start scattering and running around in panic. This will make it almost impossible to kill all of them before they start returning to the berry bushes. So while the Gobbler Shrine does attract the gobblers, it doesn't keep them focused in the same way that a food item does. I'm going to hide away all of my berry bushes now. I used to have around twice as many when I first created this area, but I've lost so much to disease already. I've tried to be careful in replanting the berry bushes whenever I saw the disease warning. But over time, I'm just not going to gather the berries often enough to completely prevent losing any of the berry bushes. I never use console commands, so I'm not going to risk losing any more berry bushes. So for now, I'm going to hide them away in a chest until hopefully Clay changes something in the disease mechanic in the future. I'm going to build a memorial to the Gobbler update in place of these berry bushes. I haven't experimented at all with the Gobbler update aside from gathering some lucky gold nuggets. I was a little busy making the other videos and I thought with the Against the Grain update coming that I was going to be a little too late to try any of the Gobbler items. But it looks like the Year of the Gobbler update is still in effect and I would like to build this now just in case the update might end anytime soon. I have to admit that I knew almost nothing about the Gobbler update. I haven't even crafted a single one of the items yet. But a few days ago, a friend showed me something she had done in her base with the Gobbler update. And I'm basically just going to make my own version of what she did. I also watched two videos on the Gobbler update right before doing this, just so I would know something about the items. I'll leave a link to the videos in the description. I planted some temporary berry bushes here so that I could spawn some gobblers from them later on. I'll need the gobblers for what I'm building. This is basically what it's gonna look like. Now I'm going to place a gobbler in each of the squares so that I can easily feed them individually, once a day if I wanted to for the lucky gold nuggets. I have a gobbler pen in my base with 5 gobblers. I've decided to move them and use them for the gobbler shrine area instead. I'm planning on placing a Yukos in here eventually since Clay has made finding Yukos and Vargs so much easier now. In fact, the last 2 footprints I followed led to 2 Vargs. I'm going to use one or maybe both of the Vargs for a Varg pit later on. I'm not sure why I thought I needed to make a berry trail to get this gobbler into one of the squares, but it was kinda fun anyway. Eventually I realized that I should just chase them into the squares where I had already placed a berry to lure them inside. I got worried here that one of the gobblers that I was moving might run into the berry bushes if I didn't get it inside the square during the morning time. So I decided to get rid of the berry bushes until I had moved all 5 gobblers. This way I didn't have to wait for the morning to move them. So all 5 gobblers have been moved, and now it's safe for me to replant the berry bushes since I want 3 more gobblers for the shrine area. It's good to know that I can feed them carrots and probably mushrooms too for the red pouches since I'm probably not going to have berries for a long time. Since I don't have any experience yet with this gobbler update, could you guys tell me why this gobbler didn't drop a red pouch after eating that berry? I thought I could feed them at the start of every day for the red pouches. Or do I have to wait a full day after feeding one before I can feed the same gobbler for another red pouch? Yeah, that's weird. Okay, so other questions I have for you guys. Is there something else I can do with this lucky fan? Can the firecrackers start a fire if I light them too close to burnable objects? And is there another use for them? I'm going to skip ahead now to the end result of this gobbler shrine. It took a little longer than I had hoped because I messed up with one of the gobblers that was already in one of the squares. It was able to get out and made its way into the berry bushes. So I had to wait a few more days for the berries to grow back before I could get the rest of the gobblers. The gobblers are all in place, and I can finally keep all the berry bushes. Well, now at least I have a memorial to the Year of the Gobbler update, even if I didn't really play it all that much. That's it for now guys, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.